Jackie O here, and I am super fired up right now. I've had extremely overwhelming experiences in the last 2 days, and my intention of this video is to share the experience as well as how I'm fucking using it to get back up, and also spark some change around some things that are bothering me. And so there are two things. One, I got overwhelmed yesterday with everything, with running into an ex and having people give me their different perspectives on what I should do when I wasn't necessarily asking for it, and getting triggered by that. And then on top of that, one of my friends who I went to Wilderness with, she texted me that she was suicidal. And then she proceeded to not answer any of the text messages that I sent her after that, which triggered the fuck out of me. So when I woke up this morning, this is the first time in a while, I was like, I didn't want to get out of bed. But I knew that for me, that I had to get out of bed, I had to take control out of my mind and do what I'm here to do and try to tell myself it's going to be an exceptional day, and I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. And so I proceeded to talk to her on the phone for a while and help de-escalate her, and I'm super frustrated with the inauthenticity that is going on in this fucking world. People aren't saying what is actually going on with them. They're not being vulnerable. They're not being honest. And I can sit here and say that because I'm doing the opposite. I am breaking down that barrier, and I'm actually telling you guys what is going on with me. But I want others to do this too, because she reached out to her parents and her brother, but her parents, not supportive whatsoever. Her brother didn't know how to handle her anyways, and so she felt like she didn't have a support network, which obviously is a perspective, is a belief system, but this person also has a huge online network. So why not use that, right? Well, it's scary to post what you're actually going through. That took a lot of self-love and courage to actually post what I posted today, and at the same time, I knew that it was necessary because that is how I actually can connect with people and what they are going through and help them realize that they are not alone. We are not alone. We have to go through this together, guys. This whole paradigm of that we are separate together isn't working anymore because it's hurting us. It's isolating us to the point where there are people who are suicidal out there, thinking they don't have the support that they need, and they are completely in control, they completely lack control of their mind. They believe what their mind is saying of them. For example, she was believing that she's strong, but she couldn't do it anymore. Okay, if you want to believe that, you can choose to kill yourself. And I'd like to put that out there. Suicide is a choice. And I know and I understand that is a murky waters there because we don't talk about it, but it is a choice. And we can do everything we can for the other person and realize that it is a choice as to what they do in that moment. So if she chooses to keep following those thoughts that she is lonely, that she is strong but she can't do it anymore, it is her choice to actually carry out on that. But it's also her choice to not be authentic to who she is and ask out for support using social media, which she has a really strong network on. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to keep living in this paradigm where people aren't being honest and authentic with me. How can I truly support others in what they're going through if they're not being authentic and true to who they are? And I understand that it's not my work, but my point is, we can go through this together. We can get through this together, but it's a two-sided street. I can be honest and vulnerable with you, and you can be honest and vulnerable with me. That way we can support each other. We don't have to go through this alone. We don't have to view that it's lonely out there and that there's no one to support us, that there's no reason for living. That's simply not true. But it depends on where and how identified you are with your mind. And so relating that back to me and what I'm going through is I had my external circumstances wake me up and almost control me this morning to the point where shit, I was like, oh, this is going to be a hard day. But I'm choosing to take control over my mind, and I'm choosing to use this as momentum to use all the tools that I've been learning to get up and get stronger again. I'm not going to take running into my ex or having my friend tell me that she's suicidal affect how I'm going to live my life. And that is where the balance is. We can support others without giving so much of ourselves that it brings us down, guys. But it takes self-discipline, and it takes drive, it takes hunger to want to get back up and still live an exceptional day regardless of our external circumstances. So I know I just threw a lot at you guys, and there's some controversial things that I talked about, but this is who I am. And this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how living a real, authentic life in alignment with who we are and what we are here for. And I hope that my message can inspire you to do the same. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you feel and what you think about these conversations. Because I'm talking about the stuff that's really going on. Let's talk about what comes up for you. Let's make this a community. Let's get through this together. Thank you.